All right. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? KB, Brian, the Texas barbecue guy, Mr. Hackett. How you doing this evening, Jack? He's getting his ready. All right. Sipping on the dope, baby. Ready. All right. Sipping on the dope, baby. Ready. All right. Whoop! Forgot to mute the laptop there. All right. So let's see. Grumpus, how you doing this evening? All right, so I think that's everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? And I'm prepared. My adult beverages are still in the refrigerator, just a few feet away, so I'll grab those in a minute, maybe. Just been kind of chilling. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Barbecue Fiends, he says, "Hey yo, greetings from Jersey." He says, Grumpus says he's on time for once. That's all right. You know, my on time is on time is on time. Doesn't matter what time you're here. Chopping and grilling with KC. Thank you so very much, KC, for joining us this evening. It's a good day. Pat Conti, how you doing this evening? Pat says, "Hey, in the middle of the pond, Jimmy." Jimmy's here. That means he's doing and feeling better. I am excited to see you here, sir. I'm good, Pat. I am good. I'm good. Staycation. So I made it on time. That's what's up, KB. So we got KB, KC, Jimmy. Jeez. Mr. Hawkins says he's doing good, sipping a glass of wine and watching the World Series. This is Go TB. I don't even know who's in the World Series. I'm so out of touch right now. Who's in the World Series? Gosh, I figure I should probably look it up. Perfect, Jimmy. I'm glad to hear. Marcus, how you doing this evening? He says, "Good evening, everyone." What's up, Lee? Lee from Smoking Bear says, "Hey, yo, Dash, getting ready for work, but listening." Thank you, sir, man. I appreciate you doing that. Crimson Creek is also checking in, but I know that. Nah, what's up, man? Thank you, sir. Doubly thank you for checking in. Larry Highland, how are you this evening, sir? He says, "What's going on, Dash?" I'm chilling. Tampa Bay and the Dodgers. I don't have any affiliation with either one of those teams, but I guess we'll root for Tampa Bay. If anything, Tampa Bay is I was gonna say NFC, the NL team, I believe. New York City saluting you. Well, thank you very much, Bravo Revolutionary. I appreciate that, and right back at you. Corkin, how you doing? Is it Corkin? I'm sorry, man. I know I butcher that every now and again. Romero says happy belated birthday. Thank you very much, sir. Oh boy, Larry says Dodgers, baby. Yeah, Larry, you keep the Dodgers over there with your slow traffic, your slow movers. So I posted something earlier on Facebook talking about how I miss the fact that there was, I can't even remember exactly what I said, but basically in a nutshell, traffic sucks now that everyone is back to work, and all of these people who are non-essentials are back out on the road. And Larry said that he was going to send the traffic east. He said he wished they would go east, and I'm like, well, great, thanks for trying to send the traffic my way. All right, I'm rooting for the National League team then. Sorry. Yeah, got him backwards. I'm out of touch with baseball lately. Cypress Blue, hi Laura. She says, "Hey Dash," and all going to be listening while doing crap. She says she needs it made. You know, they have those things nowadays. You can order one up one line. Uh, this artist says, "Yeah, I know, but it's baseball." Baseball is. I will. I don't know. I'm just. I root for the Phillies. Duh. Obviously, I'm a homer. But I've just been out of touch with it this year. And then seeing them play like by themselves, not really cool. Things must change. Okay. I guess we need a name. Let's see. What's up? Gerald. All right. With a barbecue done right of Marion, Arkansas. Where is Marion, Arkansas? Marion, Arkansas. Marion, Arkansas. Let's look at the map. Thor will be proud. Get the map. Get the map. I have family in Stuttgart. So I'm looking at a map. You're right by Memphis. All right. Larry, it's not funny, dude. We're not talking about the Eagles. Jamie, how you doing this evening? Jamie says, I'm pouring tequila and grapefruit soda for a little Wednesday night date night with Marcus, Mr. Crimson Creek. All right. Lost my poker game. Oh, boy. Let's go Niners. Come on now. You said it right the first time. Oh, man. So Corgan, I hope I said it right. I'm sorry. You know what's the worst thing is, you have been around for a while, and every now and again, I'm like, I get it right, then I second guess myself, and I get it wrong. Anyway, I really like those the gravity fed smokers. I do. The gravity fed grills, cookers. I think they're pretty awesome because it's like the best of both worlds. You're getting the real wood heat and flavor from actual charcoal, and you're getting the PID control like you would on a pellet cooker. To me, bee's knees. It's one of those deals where it's like, man, I wish I had $700, $800 to buy the biggest, baddest one at the 1050 to be able to do that. Mike Jenkins says the Bears. Oh, man, the Bears. Victor checking in. He says, hello. Great drinks, good food, and great conversation. No bumps in the road tonight. So last week it was funny. Victor commented, and I kind of had to interpret his comment because I know Victor is a truck driver. And Victor listens in while he's on the road, and when he can responsibly, he leaves comments every now and again. And last week his comment was, I couldn't interpret it. And I said, I think he's driving right now, so we're just gonna have to excuse him. And sure enough, Victor hit me up a little bit later. He says, I'm glad you understood that I was driving and I wasn't having a stroke or anything like that. So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Roll Tide, how you doing this evening? I've been waiting 3 weeks. It's time to take a shot of clear with my brother Dash. All right, Jimmy, for you, sir, I will. Hold on. I need to turn the light on in this kitchen so I can see the shot glasses. Where are the shot glasses? Where did you put the shot glasses? Oh, yeah, they don't like over here. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I gotta take a shot of this one. Holy hell, I'm about to die. Oh boy. They can hear you. Okay. Alright. Jimmy. It's fresh out the freezer. We're gonna take one shot and we're gonna put it back in the freezer. Alright. I've been saving it too. Ooh. Over. Look at that. Fill it up. All right. All right, Jimmy. Glad to hear you're feeling better, brother. I'm putting this back before I'm tempted to take another one. Oh. Holy hell, that's hot. All right. Goodness gracious. Harold. Johnny, all right, let's see. All right, so Johnny says, yo, what up, Dash? What's your favorite barbecue side dish? To be completely honest, you know what I've been doing? I won't say a lot of, but I've been doing more of is putting brisket in beans. I am really feeling brisket beans. Taste tester number taste tester number 3, and the missus just walked into the room. Hi, ladies. Oh, taste tester number 3 is putting her hands up like she wants to fight.
He tried to trip me.
Oh.
No, he kicked me.
So Mr. Hawkins says, okay, aside from scratch are fresher and I think have more flavor. Scratch is usually cheaper than store-bought. I don't know about that, Mr. Hockett, because it depends. Yeah, Jimmy. Cheers. Ready for Houston in February? All right. Voice text can screw you up, Larry says. Yep. Larry also, I believe Larry is also a truck driver. Mike says, tell Victor to be safe, and I'm a driver also. I'll shut down in Massachusetts. I just shut down in Massachusetts. All right, Mike. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Hey, man, I just ordered it for delivery in England, but you guys are lucky. It's 1,000 pounds here. But I wanted to get your take on it. So it looks like a thumbs up from you. Nice. Yeah, man. I know. And I'm sure you can hear them in the background there. 1,000 pounds, that is, goodness. But I'm hoping for your sake that it is definitely worth it. But two mitigating factors, or two things that I, have a problem. One, I don't have anywhere to put it. Two, I don't have $800 to buy it. And I know $800 is probably like 650 pounds, maybe 700 pounds. So, I know we get it a little cheaper, but they got to send it all the way across the pond to you guys. I kind of messed up wishing you a happy birthday. Oh, it's all right, Victor. Don't worry about it. You have any videos on heating foods like pulled pork brisket for the next day? So, Mike, yes and no. I have covered reheating a few different times, or talked about reheating a few different times. It's just not always like in the forefront of the video. A lot of times, or more often than not, I actually kind of show the process of me cooking or a certain cooking aspect, and then I kind of just, I won't say talk about it, but I'll quickly talk about how I've reheated things. So, what is Stacy?
This isn't Stacy.
Oh, okay. Brisket beans are awesome, B says. I like doing brisket mac and cheese. All right. We call brisket and the beans our ultimate barbecue beans. All right, Phil, that's what's up. Hey, taste tester number 3.
Yeah.
Mrs. Dash.
Yo.
Jimmy says hi. Jimmy in South Carolina says hi.
Hi. Hello.
Jimmy wanted me to take the shot of that 188. She's shaking her head. The flat or the point? So I usually take a little bit of both pieces, but whatever trimmings left on the cutting board and a little bit of the grease. Yeah. My wife isn't the biggest of fan, but it tastes so good, doesn't it? Uh-huh. She got quiet all of a sudden. Anyway. Oh man. All right. So what do you guys think? You making sides from scratch? Hey, do me a favor. If you are in the chat right now, wish Lou Calamatis, my brother in Libraism, a happy birthday. Excuse me, I'm dying here. I guess I'm allergic to his BS. He walked in a room or came in the chat, and then I started coughing. It's all his fault because it's his birthday. So wish Lou Calamatis a happy birthday. And Lou Calamatis, I know, because Lou is here quite regularly, and not many people can say his name correctly, so I make sure to say it correctly.
How do you know you're saying it correctly?
Lou, am I saying your name correctly? Comment below. Lou Calamatis. Calling Lou Calamatis. Am I saying your name properly? Because my wife doesn't. Corkin says, yeah, I hope it was worth it. Yeah, it's a lot more here. Changing the subject, though, I absolutely agree. Brisket and beans is a winning combination. Yep. Everybody's saying, happy birthday, Lou. He says, thanks, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Teach us how you make your beans. I actually, Lorraine, oh my gosh. Females in the chat? What? I actually have done a video on me making the brisket beans, and it's pretty simple, but as of late, my wife is sitting here giving me an eye.
No, how did you know Lorraine was a female?
Because I can see her picture. I can see a picture. There's a small picture. Larae, capital
I
RAE.
didn't want you to start making assumptions.
Oh no! I've made assumptions, and there's one woman who comes in here and comments, and I've said sir, like I'm like, oh hey sir, thank you sir, and she commented like, I am not a man. I'm sorry. I'm so
In her
sorry.
man voice, that's how she says it. In her man voice, really? That's how you just put that out there.
Shut up. Go to bed. So Lorraine, you see what you thanks Lorraine. But I did do a video on me making the beans, but as of late, my wife actually has been helping me out. The last 2 times I've made, or we've made, or the brisket beans have been made. How about that? My wife actually did it. She has helped me with the sides. She helped me with the sides on the green beans for this past weekend, and she also helped me with the sides for that wedding. That wedding was like a month and a half ago now. It's probably actually, that was the beginning of September, so it's almost been 2 months. She's sitting in a chair across from me about to fall asleep. Okay, all right. Yeah, he says it's labor by 2 days. Cooking 1.5. How you doing this evening? Crimson Creek says happy birthday. Mr. Hawkins says happy birthday. Beans with rib trimmings work great. I don't put I find that it seems like more people are accepting, and myself included, of beans that are like, I start with vegetarian beans also. I don't start with pork and beans or traditional baked beans. And then I add brisket to them because it's more people will eat them without the pork. Like I said, myself included. I found. So plus I also don't do rib rib. I don't trim ribs, so I don't have any trimmings. Lou says I'm the only one that does say his name correctly. You ain't
got the lie, Lou. You ain't got the lie.
No, because there's Kent, and I've talked about Kent. So Kent is the guy who does the hot seat with CJ. They call Lou Calamatis, or like a Kalamata. Is it an olive?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like. It's Kalamata.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like he's saying when he says Lou's name. I would do our sauce from scratch. Even do the beans from dry brewing scratch. It's definitely time consuming. Time consuming though. Yes. So that is my main thing. Brian brings up a very, very valid point. If you have the time and or the staff and the energy to make sides from scratch, then by all means do that. I know that when I make certain sides, when I make most of my sides, I buy something and I doctor it up. I'll add, special ingredients, or I will add brisket to vegetarian beans to make them to take them from 50 to 1,000. And
but you dare plan that. You don't just add. I mean, we really dress.
Yeah, all right.
Add.
So I'm going to. You guys are gonna make me have to do another video on brisket beans, and I do need to update the video on how to make brisket beans. So it's coming. The big thing when I make the brisket beans is I usually use a number 10 can, so it's like a huge amount. Now, the next time I make brisket, which I don't know when the next time I'll do that, and I don't have any more. Like, actually, the last time I made brisket beans, I used some meat that I put aside, some brisket that I put aside, and actually froze it. And I thawed it out, and then put it in the beans. And no one was the wiser. No one was. It turned out great. And it was just that it was great. uh, you said
I thought that batch that you used, the frozen brisket, was the one for our house, the one I ate today.
that wasn't for the house. That
On
was.
Humbug, you made some beans and it was for the house.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That was. I'm sorry.
You never did that for a customer. Customer, you always do the fresh.
Yeah, because it's usually their brisket I'm putting
Yeah.
in. So you're right. I forgot that I made a small batch. You're absolutely correct. She's half asleep over there helping me out. Thank you, babe. But yeah, so I took two. I guess now I gotta find some more brisket laying around this house to make beans from. But typically, in the beans, I'll do, like I said, vegetarian beans, and if I'm doing the number 10 can of beans, I will drain. Usually, I'll do 2 cans, and I'll drain 1 can or both cans. And I found that to get that almost like pasty consistency, I don't like wet beans, but we will add some green peppers, well, peppers, depending on which peppers I find.
It was cheap.
Yep. What's on sale?
Whatever,
Okay.
that does $1.
All right. So, they could be green peppers. I've done green, I've done red, I've done orange, I've done a mixture of the three. And then, of course, an onion or so. Get them translucent, get them kind of melted down, and then get the beans in on top of them, and then put the brisket in once the beans are thoroughly heated. And mix it up and serve it, and talk about a good time. Uh, so Lou's a teacher. He teaches gym. I believe he teaches physical education. He says that's why I'm Mr. K at school. Try to get in kindergarten to say Kalamatas. He says not easy.
I'm Mr. K. Hello, Mr. K.
So my wife says you're Mr. K now, Lou. Damon is cracking up. Marcus is cracking up. Oh, Lorraine, you don't have to apologize. She says sorry. Time to hit that thumbs up. Hey, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. I do cookouts in Central Park. I need them. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, well, so Lorraine, like I said, all I do is heat them up ahead of time. And if you saw the video that I posted yesterday, that has been my solution to traveling with sides that are liquid-y. And that was something that I was skeptical about because I didn't know how I was going to transport those, the beans, be it baked beans or string beans. There have been other times when I've done baked beans and string beans, but when I've done them, I've been on site to be able to prepare them. That big event that I've done 2 or 3 times now, I have a kitchen I can prep in prior to that event. So I heat up the proteins. While I'm heating up the proteins, I heat up the sides in the kitchen at the school. So those containers, I think it's like a 2-gallon, maybe even a 3-gallon Cambro container that I put the beans, be it again string beans, baked beans in and travel with them because it has a nice tight lid. George says, "Hey yo, Dash, what's up, everyone?" He finally made it. So I always shout George out. George is the one who hooked me up with the Basturma, and no, I haven't sliced into the Basturma yet. I've been kind of holding off. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Yes, indeed. Go Tampa Bay Rays. All right, Mr. Hockett. What's new, barbecue? How you doing, Kenneth? He says, "Yo, man." Philip says I do the same thing. Take weigh it out, vacuum seal brisket frozen, and I'll put it into my beans. And I mean, I could technically or theoretically take a brisket and cook a whole brisket and then like portion off about a pound of brisket and make X number of batches of beans with it. Bumpy says, "What's up, Dash? Ever did smoked cabbage? I have 3 huge heads that was given to me. I need some ideas." Yes, I did a video on smoked cabbage about 2 weeks ago. Definitely a doctor when it comes to sides. Yes, Mr. K. I too am a doctor when it comes to size. Laura says she'll be right back. What's up, John from 4J's Barbecue? How you doing this evening? But yeah, Bumpy, I did. What did I do? I did when I did the beef short ribs. I did beef short ribs and cabbage. It turned out okay, uh, except the cabbage was a little underdone when I put it in the video.
Yeah.
Then I let it sit out on. You want to come and get in the? You want to sit here? Okay, you just go ahead and stay there. Look pretty. Go ahead, girl. uh, so the cabbage, the whole thing was I smoked the cabbage on the big green egg for about an hour, hour and a half, and it wasn't done. Then I wrapped it up, and I put so. Let's go back. What did I do? Did I do butter? No, I did olive oil. I sprayed olive oil on it, and then I seasoned it. I cut the core out with an apple core. So I cut the hard core out, turned it upside down, put it on the smoker for, like I said, hour, hour and a half. Then I wrapped it in foil and I let it cook for an additional about hour, hour and a half. But it wasn't enough time. And then what I would actually want to do, or what I would do next time, is when I wrap it up, I would cut it into wedges and spray. I sprayed some Parquet, or actually it was, I can't believe it's not butter, but it was butter spray. I sprayed down inside of the cabbage and then seasoned it again. Once I realized that it wasn't done enough, and that just took it to a whole nother level. Once it was done and once it was finished, it was pretty good.
But it seemed like a whole lot of effort for not as much reward.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like,
It didn't taste smoky.
You could do just grilled, cabbage steaks or something like that. Get it softer, faster at the higher heat with a little bit of butter and a little bit of just as good.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of effort for not a huge
reward. That seems to be a lot of barbecue sometimes. Like someone commented on the video yesterday. He said an 8-hour brisket versus an 8-minute steak.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, you got me questioning life right now, because that's a really good, But I said, sometimes there are times when the 8-minute steak will hit the spot, and there's other times when that 8-hour brisket is the only thing that's going to actually, do the right thing. So, But I was like, damn, you got me questioning life right now, because that was something to ponder for real. So,
I understand. So, but I wouldn't meat. I would take the effort, but for a cabbage that I can make 100 other ways quicker.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to feed a family of 5.
Quickly.
Yeah.
So this was, but see, the cabbage also was one of those things where I put it on because I was not in a rush, and it took longer than I expected. So that was the quote unquote problem.
Right. So if you were going to put it on a grill or put it on a smoker, like when you started the brisket,
no problem, Bumpy,
and you just could let it chill
all day
while you waiting for your brisket, that's something. But yeah, in this case, you just have to be aware that you want to give it 4 to 5 hours.
So Lou says, when I have the time, I feel homemade coleslaw, potato salad, and macaroni salad is always way better than store bought, but I never have time. I completely understand. Time is fleeting. Coleslaw? Yeah. When you go to the store and buy the pre-shredded stuff, and then I
shred the cabbage.
Okay. Do we have any cabbage in there?
We do. We have about 3 heads of cabbage in there.
So my wife actually made some coleslaw the other day, and it was banging. I use this coleslaw on everything. I put it on some hot sausage. I think I put it on the burger. I put it on all types. Like I there's lots of things that I cook that do not go on video. But, and I'm sorry, because I know somebody's like, why don't you film it? Because sometimes I just want to eat.
But remember when we used to make the seafood coleslaw?
That was good.
The shrimp and the slaw and all that stuff. So that's made from scratch. She's made pasta salad. What was it 2 weeks in a row? But different ones. Like the mayonnaise based one, and
then was an Italian dressing.
Based one,
yeah, and I went out and got some shrimp and added it to that pasta salad, and that was awesome. It was good. We ate all of that one.
I try to make one big pot of something a week, so you have to nibble on our week.
Yeah.
Today it was rice pudding that was done.
So, I've told you guys about the food pantry thing across the street from my house, and I'm like, why not? So I go over there every now and again, and I'll get produce. And this past weekend, I went over there, and we got a gallon of milk. Now my kids are bougie, and they want almond milk. They drink almond milk. My taste tester number one wanted almond milk, and he got everyone else drinking almond milk. And now all of a sudden,
back when he was like 5 years old, he only wanted almond milk.
He just randomly was like, "I want almond milk. I only want to drink almond milk." And he's been drinking almond milk for like 10 years now. Mm-hmm. And we've been getting almond milk for all of our children. Now, my wife and I will still drink 2% or we'll drink lactate. Right? We've been getting lactate because we find it easily now. And now all of a sudden, taste tester number one wants to drink the lactate. We can't keep up. We can't keep up. So in our refrigerator, we currently have 3 opened milks. There's a lactate, there's an almond milk, and there's a cow's milk.
I mean, they're both cows.
Yeah, well, lactate and anyway, but we differentiate between by saying cow's milk and almond milk. And that's just been the thing. So the lactate and the regular, so it's a 2%. But my wife decided she was going to make a rice pudding. I like rice pudding.
And I love him, so I made the rice pudding.
Just saying that just because she can. Anyway, you should see her face. She's like...
That's the face I made.
Yeah, go ahead and make it again. Okay. Make it again.
No, you know what? No, I'm keeping my faces to myself.
You can't. You can't keep your faces to yourself. Anyway, so... She made rice pudding. Well, she was working while making the rice pudding, so the rice pudding turned out to be like chocolate rice pudding. But it's... Is it? Am I lying?
It boiled hot for a while.
Am I lying?
But I say
you salvaged it.
It was
she salvaged it, but it turned out to be like the chocolate rice pudding.
It's kind of dark. It is dark.
It is not the traditional. A little darker than me. Wait, where's the sunburnt part? It was like, yeah, it's the tan part of me. But it tastes fine. So, yes. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm 5 minutes behind in the comments. Do you get people requesting jalapeno poppers? They're a little time consuming to make, but are awesome as sides or appetizers. So, no, KB, I don't. Jalapeno poppers are not that popular up here. Actually, what's so funny is I was talking to the guy who cuts my grass, and he was telling me that he made some jalapeno poppers not too long ago. We were standing at the jalapeno plant in the backyard, and he was telling me that his daughter, I think, or from his garden, he made some jalapeno poppers. And I asked him, did he put them on the grill? He said he put them in the oven. I was like, for shame. And that was another thing. I was talking to him. I said, I don't know whether or not you could necessarily handle them, but you put cream cheese inside and wrap them in bacon. So.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never had them.
Yeah. So they're not as popular up here. What's up, Johnny? Johnny says, hello, Dash. Johnny is Mr. Topo Chico. Iraq says, what's up? I hope you're doing great. I sure am. Let's see. Let's try to catch up. Everybody saying hi to Johnny. Tampa Bay is up. The Dodgers 3-0 on the Dodgers. Luce's pre-made sides. I like the consistency of baby food. I feel like it's always ground up to death. Lou, it depends on where you get stuff from, but we can have a conversation offline because I know of a place where you might be able to go to get some things that you might be able to use. But I think it sounds like you're more or less cooking just for you and your family. So the stuff that you might make is might be smaller than what you might be able to get. Marcus says, why isn't she on camera? Because she is camera shy. I asked her to be on camera, and she said no. I asked her very nicely. Don't be put in the doghouse. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, Mrs. Dash needs some FaceTime. Yes, honey, the rice pudding with the great smile. I make jalapeno poppers a lot around Super Bowl for many jobs I cater. That's what's up. I like putting chicken or seafood in my poppers. Takes them to the next level. All right. Newsflash, Whole Foods always has Topo Chico, at least in Jersey. Whole Foods? Dog.
You know, but I think when I ordered
Amazon, so the whole thing is Amazon is, owns Whole Foods, and they don't have them, and or we can't get them pretty regularly. Uncle B, how you doing this evening? See, Uncle Bull says, evening all, a little late to the party. That's what's up. So we have Uncle B and Uncle Bull. Any relation? I agree. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, you're absolutely correct, guys. You're absolutely correct. I've been at this for over 16 years. I know, like, I tiptoe the line. I do. I straddle it. Uncle B says, tardy to the party. It's okay. Philip says, I made a bunch of poppers this summer, stuffed and wrapped in bacon. They took serious time, yeah. Also believe happy spouse, happy house. I like that one, Lou. I don't think I've heard that one before. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. Might have to use that one a little later. Oh, since we got celebrity in the representing. And here is my so I got hooked up for my birthday. Some of you guys may have seen it on my Instagram, but Crimson Creek, Marcus and Jamie sent out a shirt. So when or if I get to Texas soon, I can be an honorary, pit rat, I guess. If she ain't happy, you ain't happy. Nah, no comment. Where's the Kyrie laugh? Mike, how you doing this evening, Mike Hall? Mr. Mike Hall, how's everything? Jamie says, uniform, all geared up. Yes, indeed. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Yeah, they sent out a nice care pack. Speaking of which, I'm going to go get another piece of the care package because I have been saving it just for tonight. I'll be right back. Trying to stay warm, Mike. How cool is it there where you are? It's I have the window open. I have the window open next to me. It's still cool enough. And actually, I might prop the. Here we go. Get some air in here. It's Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit.
67 degrees right now. Mike says 46 in Iowa. Holy cow! Hold up. Let's see. All right, so if you guys saw on Instagram, they sent a KB says 79 in Cali. If you saw, Marcus, speaking of Austin, Texas, or Dripping Springs, he says it's 85 there. They sent me this. They sent me a care package of the Pitmaster beer. This is the Twisted X Brewing Company. Yes, and they have Pitmaster beer. Victor says, "Best keep her happy. Eventually, you'll have to sleep." B says 77 in Houston. It's 50 degrees here in Western Washington. How is that hoodie holding up for you, sir? Well, that's interesting. Austin Lager. Hill Country Crafted. So this is the first time I've had it. Grumpus is 79 in Spring, Texas. And not bad. Oh, that's what's up. Mr. Hawkins says he loves his hoodie. So it is hoodie season. If you have not or do not know, You can purchase and support the channel. This is one of the old shirts, original shirts. You want to say hi?
No, but do I have a hoodie?
Do you want a hoodie?
Yes.
Oh wow, jeez.
See?
Fine. What color hoodie would you like?
That dark gray one. Like
dark gray one? Yeah, like taste that's the number 2?
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you.
I stopped. I quit myself.
I can see about ordering hoodies for everyone, I guess. Eating away my profits yet again.
Because it says my favorite hoodie is.
Oh, that's in your journal?
She doesn't get a discount. She don't even pay for the hoodie. How she get a discount? I get to pay for the hoodie.
Who?
So Grandpa says, does Wifey get a discount?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the discount is 100% free.
There you go.
Like I said, eating into my profits yet again.
Isn't that good?
Not for me. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's good for her.
Like I said, not for me.
I was talking about
Grumpus is laughing. It's not funny, Grumpus. Take your Hawaiian shirt. Sit down. Is it charged?
my charger.
I know, but is your Chromebook charged?
No, it's on my phone charger.
Okay. Anyway, so who else or what else do you guys do as far as sides? Are you making your sides now? I know, I was hoping that someone from Crimson Creek would pipe in because I know that it's okay. Grandpa says, sound like the women folk are ganging up on you. It's all right. It's okay. I was hoping that someone from Crimson Creek would chime in and talk about the sides because I'm pretty sure they make a lot of the sides there from scratch. So chime in and tell me your opinion of making things from scratch versus getting things store-bought. Mike says, question, I've been asked to bring barbecue to a car show in Tennessee, and I live in Michigan, but I can't bring smoker. So what you would then want to do, Mike, if at all possible, is try to find a means or a way to reheat it and take stuff in coolers or take it, in some sort of cold transport from Michigan to Tennessee. Where in Tennessee you going to be going? Are you going to like Gatlinburg or something like that? Huh, Mike? Jamie says, all scratch here. Smoked twice baked potatoes with the little brisket. All right, that's what's up, Big Ash's Barbecue. Happy with meat and beer. Sometimes the sides just don't happen. I agree.
Don't encourage that.
I agree. I was waiting for that. Oh my gosh. If I had $1 for every time I got fussed at for not making a side when I make a protein, I wouldn't have to.
We've been together for 20 years. You think at some point he will realize a side goes with the meat? I am not a pure carnivore.
We have been together for 20 years. You think at some point she would realize that I don't make sides?
This is ridiculous.
It is a struggle for me to make a side. I'm like, I'm not thinking about the side. I want the meat. I have been doing better lately. I haven't.
What side did you make those chicken wings the other day? Absolutely nothing.
No. I did the macaroni and cheese. Yes, indeed.
Who made the macaroni and cheese?
I made macaroni. I got the macaroni and cheese.
No. You made the macaroni and cheese when you did the
That was the chicken wings.
Well, no, the chicken thighs. Then.
That was because I didn't do any side. No, because you had macaroni and cheese that day.
Because I made the macaroni and cheese.
You made macaroni and cheese randomly.
Yes.
So I didn't have to make a side because it was already provided.
No.
You provided for me,
You didn't
and
have any plans to make a side.
No, you made the macaroni and cheese before. You can rent smokers by the day, Mr. Fishy Isaac says. Yep. All right, so they never wear down. I know. Brian says, "Hey yo, I don't make sides either." All right, Jackson, Tennessee. Okay. Advertising now. It's a write-off. We'll see, Lee. I don't know. LS Photography says in Dallas, Texas, Hennessy is the side for us. Well, I'm right there with you, man. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Hennessy, it gives you Henny face when you like this. Smoked queso, mac. Always vinegar slaw. Chopping potatoes for potato salad till I die. And nothing makes Marcus more angry than the love the pit beans get. Yeah, I can imagine. Those are all of these sides that Jamie does with and for Marcus for Crimson Creek Barbecue. Can you, so Mr. Fishy Isaac says you can rent smokers by the day. Mike, that was directed by you. KB says he wants one. So if you look down in the description below, there's a link to Teespring. You can order. Hold on. So here's the hoodie, and it is a nice and it just Mr. Hawkins said it is plenty soft on the inside. It really is a nice material. The one thing that I do like from Teespring is the hoodies, for sure. Unfortunately, this is a black hoodie, and this was a first run black hoodie, and the hoodies on the website are either a dark gray or a light gray. The black one was just for me. Let's see. Chef Arel, what's going on? Green beans are easy and hearty. Yes, indeed, Mr. Fishy Isaac. Agreed. Guns and Barbecue says, howdy dash, I'm late. How many fingers am I holding up? Yeah, come on. Chime in. Tell me. Taste testing number 3. You want to help out Guns and Barbecue and tell them how many fingers I'm holding up?
1, because they're all together.
Okay. How many fingers am I holding up?
They're still separate fingers.
3. All right. Thanks for helping him out. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. So Guns and Barbecue is visually impaired. So he can't see. So he can't see well. So we have a running joke. How many fingers am I holding up? Because he can't tell. This weekend, going to bust out some mustard greens and okra and tomatoes. What? She doesn't get it?
No, me and her both assumed that was an inside joke. Me and her looked at each other like, okay.
So,
no, it's okay. Y'all can have y'all moment. Enjoy it.
Anyway, Jamie, yep, I'm glad I'm not coming down there this weekend. This weekend, gonna bust out some mustard greens, okra, and tomatoes. Wait, hold on.
We don't do the okra in this house. No
okra. Goodness. See y'all at 20. Try to win a discussion after 30 years. You don't even try it. Oh, man.
Are you trying to eat candy over there?
Well, like Jimmy, I told you 16 years. 16 down. Oh, gosh.
16 years married, but don't discount.
Yeah, no. We've been together for quite some time. So, Jimmy, so see you at 20. You still... Oh, see, at 20, you still try to win a discussion. After 35, you don't even try. You're right, Jimmy, but we've only been married for 16. So the other 4 years, I know that I put in my time, but does it count all that much? KC says 74 here and there in Houston. Grumpus is 40 plus. You're just too tired. Mr. Hawkins says, yeah, that's it. He said he loves his hoodie. That's a heat press dehydrated. Don't put it in the dryer too often. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jamie. We're going to have to talk because, we might have to set up some exclusivity stuff. Look, he was guessing. He guessed 2 the first time and then 3. Thinking of renting an RV to save on hotel, motel. That's what's up, Mike. And then if you take the RV... And if it's a nice enough one, you'll have an oven and refrigerator, so you won't have to worry about your cooling situation. Have you ever done a collaboration with a pitmaster? Casey, technically yes. I did the steak cook off. That was it. And I wouldn't consider either one of us pitmasters. Like I don't even consider myself a pitmaster. To me, if you've been around long enough, I actually do not like that term. Um, to me, it's just it's overused, and people want to call themselves a pitmaster for no good reason. Hey, I have a Weber and I cook hot dogs. I'm a pitmaster. No, I'm an arsonist who likes to cook. That's my go to. Um, taste tester number 3. Guns and Barbecue says he loved your answer. Have you checked out Shopify for making the t-shirts? No, B, I have not. Can others join my live, Maria? So unfortunately, the way I do my lives is directly through and to YouTube through my phone. So I haven't done a StreamYard stream in quite some time. It was fun, the one that I did, or 2 that I did actually, that were, like I did a test and then I did an actual one. Sorry. No, I'm not. Sorry. Jamie says she'll change my mind on okra. No slime, I swear.
I don't believe you.
Nope. I done seen it all. I done done it all. Nope. There's something like, yo, listen to this, right? Now, my wife can attest to this. I don't care how, I don't like coconut. I don't like coconut. But you know what I do every now and again? I will try coconut because someone says it's different. You won't taste the coconut. Guess who tastes the coconut? Guess who still doesn't like the coconut?
But it's the same thing, like every time you tell me Brussels sprouts are good, and we keep trying these Brussels sprouts, we go places and they're like, oh, you gotta try the Brussels sprouts, and I try these. They're still nasty. They are not baby cabbages. They are nasty.
See? Jinx! Mike says, I'm sorry, Mrs. Dash. No, don't apologize. I seem to get...
What'd you do?
It's okay, let it go. I can't seem to get Teespring to do art placements correctly. That's why I was asking. So the whole thing, Brian, with Teespring, and I actually do not like the t-shirts as much from Teespring that I got from my guy locally. But the hoodies, on the other hand, are completely, that's a different animal. I really like the hoodies. Ooh. When's my next cook-off? I have no plans, man. I missed 2 or 3 that were local. And when I say local, I mean within like 2.5 hours travel time. I just didn't do them this year because, everything going on. Yeah, so B says that was a fun night when we did the StreamYard. KC says he hates okra. Uncle Bull says 3. Yeah. Thanks, Uncle Bull, for helping him out with 3 fingers. My husband and I were about to crash a lot. No, Maria, I'm sorry. I don't, I just do it on my phone. So maybe at some point I'll get to the point where I can. So with doing it on my phone, I have better control over the comments. So a lot of the people who I've seen who do StreamYards and other things like that, they completely have to ignore the comments because they're interacting with other people on the screen. You guys are taking up the time to be here to hang out with me and us. So I want to give you guys my undivided, hopefully, attention, except for when my wife hangs around and she has.
You want me not to hang around?
No, I'm enjoying this. Here you go. Love you, deep fried okra. Hate green peppers. All right. Oh, look, Mike says okra. No way. You gonna come show and start doing lives? I won't be able to do that for at least a few months. I have to do the desktop first. To be completely honest with you, I use my phone. You do not need a desktop, but doing lives, unfortunately, I don't know how you would or what you're going to do with the comments. I don't know what software or what you use to read comments, but like I said, I don't know if you can do that from your phone or if you do necessarily need a tablet or a laptop or something like that. Yes, I agree. Brussels sprouts are nasty, Victor says. Y'all quit hating on Oprah and Brussels. Jamie says. Laura says, she's back. She said, I is back. Laura is the Canadian. The lone Canadian tonight, I think. Is there anyone else from Canada?
Really?
Canada. Gosh. Checking in. Lou says, whoa. I agree with the okra, but no Brussels sprouts. Please explain.
Why they're nasty?
No. He's yeah. He says, whoa. I agree with the Brussels sprout, but the okra, but no Brussels sprouts? Question mark. Please explain.
No.
She just doesn't like them.
They are off-putting altogether because it's the other thing. Like, okay, with olives.
Olives?
Yeah, olives is the other thing.
Olives?
Okay, so olives.
Olives?
Aren't they called olives?
I'm just messing with you now. Sometimes it's easy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Because Brussels sprouts look like they should be baby cabbages, but they don't taste like baby cabbages.
So
therefore, they are nasty.
So because it doesn't taste like cabbage, she completely throws it out the window.
Just like olives look like grapes, and they don't taste like grapes, so therefore they are nasty.
Oh, gosh. Jimmy says, if we can get rid of this virus, it'll be time for a dash bash. I don't know. We might have to do that, Jimmy. Love from Virginia, Rookie Kid says, how you doing? Brussels sprouts and okra are both nasty. Uncle B says,
you win.
Olives. OLUVS. KB says, that's why I gotta find a co-host. Although the desktop I'm getting will have a lot of screen readers and other software to help me with the comments. All right. Yeah, that's my, I'm gonna say my biggest concern, but that is a concern. But if you don't have my email, if you go to the about section, but I can tell you my email. I'll give you like 10 seconds to, remember this, or you can hit me up on Instagram. I can't remember. I think you might be on my Instagram. If not, then my email is MD and it's Steel STEEL Drum DRUM Smokers SMOKERS @gmail.com. And we can kind of talk, and I can help you through trying to get yourself started. Brussels sprouts with bacon and sour cream, yum. Laura says.
I'm sorry, Laura.
She says, sorry, Laura. Nope, not gonna do it. Look, here we have another olive. OLAF. Olafs. Maybe the grapes were supposed to taste like olives. Ooh. Hey, George, I see what you did there. He's like, hold up. Let me take this perspective and just flip it. Mm-hmm. She's not buying it.
Not gonna happen. But I do try things every so often because your taste buds change.
Yes. I also agree. Roasted Brussels sprouts are awesome. I ever had a raw Brussels sprout that tastes like fresh raw broccoli. You should see her face. She's just got that. Nope, not gonna do it.
I respectfully things are horrible. Just like baby corn.
Yeah, baby corn. Oh, I
can't
do baby corn. It does taste like dirt. Brussels sprouts cooked with onions and bacon. See, that's cheating. You can't put bacon in everything.
Why not?
Because it's cheating.
No, it's elevating.
FOH with that, all right? That's what I say to that. Bacon and everything is cheating. I do not do it. Brussels with pancakes and Brussels with oh gosh, pancetta and chives. All right.
That's still bacon.
I know it's still bacon. I wasn't even gonna go there. I was just gonna let it go. KB says pimento stuffed grapes, yum. Now, I can't get down with pimento. I don't get pimento like cheese. No, I just don't get pimento. Sprouts halved and trimmed, olive oil, salt, balsamic, Parmigiano, sheet pan 400 until caramelized. See, I agree, Jamie.
Is that what Brussels again?
Yes. She says sprouts.
Work you gotta do
have
with it, though.
No, but that's Jamie's extra. She's extra.
I can just put salt, pepper, and butter.
Jamie's extra. All right. Okay. Look. All right. Jamie's extra. Mm-hmm. I think Marcus would agree. Jamie's extra because that's a lot. Now, I will cut my Brussels in half and put some olive oil on top with some salt and pepper, and I'll roast them. I'll put them, like I've done them on the grill a couple times on my wife's propane grill, covered and uncovered, until they brown and soften, and I like them. But not everyone does. But the Parmigiano and the balsamic, never done that before. I had to try sprouts raw. That might work. I love broccoli, Victor says. Jamie says she's elevating. She's not extra. She's elevating.
That's
elevating. What's up, Chuck? Chuck, it says, how is making good food cheating? No, man. See, there's certain things. Chuck, man, you know how my argument with this, man. Because I don't eat bacon, I'm going to say an aversion. I really despise when people put bacon in things that bacon doesn't necessarily belong in. Now, you can use bacon as an enhancement or as an elevation means, okay? But to me, it just doesn't need to be in and on everything. That's just cheating. It's like putting sugar in everything. Sugar doesn't go in every single thing. That's how I think of it. Like when you put too much sugar in stuff, of course it tastes great because it's sweet and delicious.
No, but bacon is like salt. Like bacon, salt goes in almost everything. Salt goes in your baked food. Salt goes in your savory food. It's an enhancer. Bacon is an enhancer.
I'll agree that salt is a flavor enhancer.
And so does bacon.
Gosh. Zach, how you doing this evening? Maybe Canada bacon. Yeah. I don't get pimentos either, B says. Jamie says word. KC, welcome back. I'm getting another drink. Marcus says, I'm almost finished this one. I'm going to have to get the next one. There's 3. So they sent me 3 different flavors of the Austin beer. I tried the lager first. I'm a lager fan. One of them is an IPA, and I can't remember what the other one is. What if it's candy bacon? Trust the process, Dash. Trust the vegetarian barbecue wife. What? You're vegetarian? Nah. Hold up. You're vegetarian, Jamie? That is crazy. Are you vegetarian? That's just as bad as me not eating pork. So Mike says, okay, what size do you like, Mrs. Dash?
Is this in general or stuff you make?
Let's do in general and then stuff that I make.
I do love cabbage.
She likes the cabbage. And we do eat and have and use a lot of cabbage around here.
Yeah, I do like cabbage.
We have cabbage probably once every 2 weeks, if not more than that.
And I started trying to experiment with new things, so I found out I like parsnips.
Parsnips, yes.
Yeah, I like parsnips. And
so yeah. Carrots, we do carrots, a decent amount of carrots.
I'm a potato girl. I love potatoes. Any way you can give it to me, I eat a potato. I do.
I'm just gonna not be inappropriateness out of my thought train. Sugar's supposed to stay away from the grits. All right. Bacon goes on everything. Sorry, bro. Your wife is right. How do I block chopping and grilling with KC? Block time, put on time out. Yeah, Keep up talking about she's right. Nah, bruh. Yeah, I'm in control here. Mama getting in salty. Most of the time, bacon is just too overpowering, Victor says. All right. We started selling plates, and my wife made. Oh, wow. Sorry.
That's what you do this face.
Uncle B says we started selling plates and my wife made Brussels sprouts for sides and people ordered a bunch of them, but I still don't like them. So Uncle B, there's a restaurant up the street from my house and they sell Brussels sprouts and they are pretty darn proud of their Brussels sprouts and they're not bad. I had the Brussels sprouts last time I was there and it was like I would have wanted them to be softer. They were still crispy, like they had a lot more bite to them than I wanted. But they weren't bad. Some people put sugar and collard greens. I don't like it, but I don't call it cheating. I'm trying to level the playing field and give you a comparison. Oh, excuse me. It's not going to be a direct comparison because everybody loves their bacon and everything, and I am on a lonely island. Guess what? I will fall on this sword, and that is my sword, and I'm going to fall on it. Damn it! I don't like. I don't know. Try the white can, Marcus says. All right. That's the pitmaster. You're saying it because you're not interested in bacon. You're absolutely right, Casey. And like I said, that is I'm on a lonely island, but I still think that it's cheating. Well, I'm off the bed. I filled myself with mac and cheese, so I'm swelling up pretty good right now. Well, Cooking 1.5, thank you, sir, for checking in and hopping on. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. D. Torrey says, hey, what's up, Dash? Sorry, late to the party. It's all right. Tampa Bay 5, Dodgers 0. Oh, man. 20 years, veggie, but I QC the rib tip sometimes when nobody's looking. All right. Wow. You need a Whopper Chopper. Grandma says, I love cabbage. I wish it tasted more like Brussels sprouts. That was a dig at you. She's not even paying attention. She's on her phone now.
It's a cute little kitten.
Oh, God.
On the phone is only 2-ounce kitten. Oh. It said the mommy wasn't feeding it, so they rescued it. It's so good.
Can I trouble you for a beer from the refrigerator? The one in the white can I was instructed to try. Please? Does this like me saying I don't care for smoked meat? There are faster ways than all day barbecuing. It's just preferred or a difference of opinion. That's a good question. He says just like me saying I don't care for smoking meat, there's faster ways than an all day barbecue cooking is just a preference or a difference of opinion. I think it's a mixture of both. Like you know how you have those circles and you like overlap the circles. I don't know what that like. I can't.
Oh yeah, I forgot what that's called.
I can't remember what it's called, but there's a specific term for it. But really, with the Facebook videos.
Sorry.
All right. So this says it is the Pitmaster Prime Pilsner. So I'm actually a fan of Pilsners, and it says this is the official beer of barbecue. I didn't know barbecue had an official beer, but if you claim it, all right.
They call it Venn diagrams.
Yes, they are Venn diagrams. This one is different.
Different doesn't always mean good.
No. It's not bad. Like I think I could drink this, like for real. But when I'm thinking Pilsner, I'm thinking like a Pilsner Urquell or I'm trying to think what American Pilsners I could think of. But the Pilsner Urquell was the one that like sticks out in my mind. And it's a little different. I don't know what I'm tasting yet. More Facebook videos she's laughing at in the corner. I don't like vinegar in my collard, Zach says. Oh boy. I'm glad I didn't start reading that one out loud. Kenji won't eat anything pork. He always tries to get me to stop. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Sauces, all right. He's not gonna win a battle. You know what, John? Like I said, we're going to miss you. Lars says we're gonna miss you since I fell on the sword. Yep. My wife makes mac and cheese, and my mother-in-law makes my potato salad. Well, that's what's up, John. Shoot, I wish I had, folks to make all my sides. My wife makes some.
Seriously?
I said all.
But you don't ask me to make anything else. You just trusted me with the dang string beans.
We are getting there. We are getting there. And
I've been pushing you to make sides from like 2 years ago. Like, you gonna make some sides?
If I got to the point where I could finish my statement, I have just. Your statement's
gonna be value added. Let's just say.
I have just recently started doing sides to add value, hot sides, to add value to the on-site catering stuff. And I had been tentative about doing it because I knew where my strength was in the proteins. And I didn't want to tarnish and taint anything by putting out an inferior product. Now, thankfully, I have a supportive and culinarily skilled wife who is able to put sides together in a manner that is amenable. So, I'm very appreciative. Thank you, Zach. Venn diagram. Yep. So are most sides seasonal? No. I don't think so, Marcus. It's just one of those things where the things that I know I have access to are the things that I offer folks. Smoked sausage and cabbage, yes. Now we did that. The cabbage that I did on the grill, I did put. Well, actually no. My wife did cabbage the other day with some sausage, and it turned out pretty good. I didn't get any of it though.
I did with the brats.
Yeah.
So I did cabbage,
and
onions, and brats.
So it wasn't sausage; it was bratwurst, but same. And onions. Yep. We can at least all agree on this. No raisins in the potato salad, Karen. Yes, Jamie. Thank you. Oh, hell no. I learned barbecue in faster ways because of catering, but that's not to say low and slow is not the right is not right or wrong. I agree there. Well, but the point there, if it was all the same. Well, you're right, Chuck. Chuck, that's the difference, and we all have difference and varying opinions. So, what you particularly care for might not be something I particularly care for, and I say to me, like, barbecue is like beer. Every beer is subjective because there's some things that some people like and there are other things that people don't. And I know that not everybody's gonna like what I'm doing. See, here we go. Zach says potato salad is gross. I used to think the same thing, Zach, but as I've gotten older, I've grown. It has grown on me. Certain potato salads, like some stuff, is just Lou says I never thought about it, but when people eat something with bacon in it, they usually go, "Oh man, is that bacon?" Yeah. We have a good one, all back in the early field. All right. What's the question of the day? The answer, it depends. Yeah, I agree. I missed Dash already. This is tofu or lima beans to replace beef for us vegan smokers. Hold up. Kenny, when did you become vegan? So Kenny, my buddy, Mr. Adrenaline Crew, he says, would you suggest tofu or lima beans to replace beef for us vegan smokers? Honestly, Kenny, I would probably tell you to try both and see which one you prefer.
Maybe he's asking Jamie.
No. Well, maybe. But it seemed like that question was directed at me.
You're not a vegan.
No, I'm not a vegan, but I think...
cook tofu or lima beans.
Thank you. All right. So, Kenny, because I don't have experience with those, that's why I'm suggesting you try to cook them both and see which you prefer. to me, the lima beans are going to be more work because you have to cook them, like boil them and rehydrate them before you do something with them on a grill. But the lima beans, I won't say they probably will take more flavor, but they'll have, like, the tofu is definitely going to taste smoky. Because I know for sure cooking tofu is going to take whatever seasoning, flavor, or methodology you cook it's going to absorb flavor. They're really like, excuse me, like scallops, in that they lend themselves to like whatever seasonings or flavors that you add to them. But the lima beans, though, I don't know about that. Now, what about? I mean, why limas though? Why lima beans as opposed to a different type of bean? I know you can get plenty other beans that are vegetarian or vegan, but that's interesting. And why didn't I know that about you? I never learned how to use a smoker box until I came to Texas. Yes, it has the advantage of cooking a little slow, but the catering world is not really time efficient. Yep, efficient. Yep, when you're in a fast-paced environment. I agree. Jamie says, oh, the adrenaline crew, lima beans. Yes. So everyone, adrenaline crew, that is I've known Kenny, what is it, 2020s? I've known Kenny almost 20 years. Motorcycle friend from way back in the day. Larray says, Zach is crazy. He don't like potato salad. That's why for me, bacon goes great with everything. That's why I'm on barbecue and bacon analogy. I understand. Zach, so I like what I like. Lima replace beef. Do you wrap them beans in paper or foil? Hey, Grumpus, let them be. All right, not everybody. I know some people get on me because I don't eat pork, but I don't poop on anybody's parade. You eat what you eat, you like what you like, and as long as you're out there cooking, then I think it's dope nonetheless. Grade A beef, baby. Sorry, I'm a carnivore. Don't like scallops either. Zach, what do you eat? Macaroni and chicken fingers? I mean, come on, son.
You equate him to a 6-year-old?
That's my go-to, like, insult when people are like, I don't like that. You sound like you eat like a kid. But, it's all in good fun. Zach.
6-year-old eat sushi.
Oh, yeah, right? Even the 6-year-old, 6?
What she was.
Well, I'm about to say it. Hold on.
No, she's about to be.
She's almost 9. She'll be 9 on Sunday. Taste Tester number 3's birthday is Sunday, and she will be 9. But, yeah, like, it was funny. I've told the story about how we went to this, like, nice restaurant, and they have the seafood buffet, or had a seafood buffet. And Taste Tester number 2 went and got oysters. And the guy shucking the oysters is like, can I help you? He's like, yeah, can I get 2 oysters? And the guy's like, what, they're oysters? And he says, yes, can I have 2, please? And I'm standing off just within earshot to make sure that, Taste Tester number 2 is respectful and everything. Now, this was also 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, and he got what he wanted. He asked very nicely. He asked politely, and the dude behind it that was shucking oysters was like, you eat these? And he was like, yeah, and they're delicious. He's like basically, you don't? Why are you shucking them if you don't even eat oysters? And look, yeah, we definitely do not shelter our kids. Actually, you know what's so funny? Taste Tester number 2 pushed me the other day. We had sea urchin for the first time, and I can tell you, no, that's not for me. I did not particularly care for it. We both made faces after eating sea urchin. It's a texture thing. Cook's not. Some of my clients like black bean burgers, all right, or tofu burgers. B says I refuse to serve vegans. Why, Brian? You missing out on market share, on money. This live stream is fantastic, but I'm exhausted. Deuces, Mrs. Dash, and thank you for the birthday shout. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
That's Mr. K.
Good night. What?
Mr. K.
Mr. K?
Luke Calamanis.
I know, but I feel like I'm going to call him Coach K.
Coach K, yeah, he is.
Coach K.
All right. Yeah, I agree with Skeller said. Hey, thanks, Kenny. I appreciate you, sir. He dropped a little sticker. Who the hell shows up to a barbecue stand and cries about no vegan food? Freaking vegans. I'm telling you, B. B.
So personally.
Can you feel the... Now, I can see him because I've seen Brian do videos, right? And I can see him shaking his head like, what do you mean you want vegan food? It's a barbecue restaurant. It's a barbecue trailer. Like, vegan? Get out of here. I can see his... I can see it.
But some people had the same thing about you and bacon.
Yes. But here's the deal. I can also and will also cater to those people who don't eat meat. Because I have my own dietary restrictions, so I know they're out there. So will I cater to someone who doesn't eat meat? Damn right. Will I still cater to people who want bacon and everything? Damn right. I mean, I'm going to play both sides. Let's see. Grumpus says pretty much everything I eat is a vegetarian. I like that, Grumpus. Don't do crab, but love lobster. All right, so Zach, you know, he's got some exotic food out there. I never had cooked snot. Zach LaRae says, well, I'm in Hollywood. I do serve a lot of vegan because that's what their preference, especially working on the movie set. All right. And see, that's the thing. He says, cows are vegans, so I guess that makes me a vegan too. For a vegan, I would go with a portobello or trumpet mushroom. They pull apart just like meat when smoked low and slow. All right, thank you very much. Casey says, how was that? No. There's only one Coach K, dude. When I'm a coach, I'm Coach Lou. All right.
So you'll be Mr. K until you're Coach Lou.
How's the new bundle of joy, Lou? I'm sorry, you're trying to leave, and we can just keep wrapping you back in. Drew says, hey, yo, Dash. How you doing this evening, Drew? Thank you for popping in and joining us. Chuck says, I'm not a vegan, but I'm a pepper. Maybe he forgot the R in prepper. No, he's a pepper. Oh, this it's funny. If I was drinking a Dr. Pepper, that would have been so on point. This is a similar can color than a Dr. Pepper. I'm a secondhand vegetarian. Cows eat grass. I eat cows. Yes, I've seen that on the shirt. Secondhand vegetarian. Before being from Oklahoma, I didn't have seafood until I was in my 20s. Catfish was the only seafood. Wow. I just, you know, I won't say I don't think about that, but it's one of those things that I take for granted. That's a good way to say it. Because growing up in Philadelphia, we had loads. Like, people don't believe that we ate as many crabs in Philly that they do here in Maryland. We ate crabs all the time. The little one's doing well. Thanks for asking. All right. Well, good. All right. Good night, Lou. Good night. Thank you, sir, for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here, and happy birthday again. If customers want something, give it to them. Make that money, because if you don't, someone else will. Exactly. Zach says catfish is good. All right, so we've identified 2 or 3 things that Zach will eat. Now I eat meat again. What's the proper way to season a Brazilian spotted lizard? I don't know, Kenny. Never had a Brazilian spotted lizard, but I will look it up and maybe we can talk about it. Leave it to Kenny. Marcus said I was 35 before I had sushi. Zach says I like escargot. All right, okay, we got. What else exotic things do you eat, Zach? Laura says me too. Season it fast. I think he's pulling our leg, Lorraine. Don't, knowing Kenny, he's not being serious. Gator tail is awesome. Catfish and beer batter. We like that. Definitely. Marcus also thought brunch was a specific food like lasagna, so oh my gosh. Brunch, really? Oh boy. She put you out there, Marcus. Crabs in Maryland are different than in Philly. We eat them all season. T-Rock, we have crabs all year round as well. The whole thing is because the crabs are more prevalent here in Maryland.
And more expensive.
And more expensive, which is crazy because I can go to Philly and probably get crabs cheaper than I can here in Maryland, which is ridiculous. But we ate just as many crabs. I mean, the whole thing is we ate just as many crabs here in Philadelphia. I'm gonna say here in Philadelphia than I've been eating in Maryland. Now, I'm not the type of person that eats crabs every single weekend either. We usually do a half a bushel, maybe once, maybe twice a year, which is about the same, if not, on par with what we had or I had growing up as a kid in Philly. So, I thought you were going to say you never had a Brazilian wax. Thanks.
Okay.
I've never had one of those either.
Yeah.
Maybe a vegan soon. Just got diagnosed with gout yesterday. I was just released from the hospital yesterday evening. They tell me I have to stay off red meats and no shellfish. What fun is that? Oh, there's alcohol. I hate mayonnaise, but I have to have it in homemade mashed potatoes. Okay. Now, I don't think I've ever put mayonnaise in mashed potatoes.
Well, why would you?
I don't know. Let's ask that. Why would you put mayonnaise in mashed potatoes? Those Chesapeake crabs are good, but can't hold a torch to South Texas blue crabs. B, that they took the crabs from Maryland, like a lot of crabs from Maryland, and relocated them to the Gulf because of the warmer water. They thrived down there, or they are thriving down there because of the warmer water. You have a much bigger growing season than we do here with the bay and them only coming up for summer. Smoked salmon for sure. All right, nice. Zach, just try it. Mayonnaise and mashed potatoes. I don't even know how to how.
Why would I like egg in my mashed potatoes? I mean, mayonnaise is egg and oil.
I mean, potato salad.
I barely like that. I eat it out of obligations that people make it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I gotta take a little bit in my plate.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way with stuffing. Like, I'm not a big stuffing fan. And I don't care, stuffing, dressing. I don't care which one you call it. I don't like either of them. I keep trying. Oh my gosh, Laura. Soft shell crabs are awesome.
They're weird.
My wife doesn't particularly care for soft shell crabs. It's a mind over matter thing.
It's all the innards you're eating.
Delicious. All right. 3 different hours makes a difference in quality of seafood. From Houston to Austin is stunning. And no beer. Oh, man. I'm sorry. So sorry to hear that, Casey. It's the Chesapeake Bay crabs, just like you have Gulf shrimp. It's a different taste. T-Rock, I just think it's the difference in the water. Is the Gulf brackish? Because I know the Bay is brackish. The Gulf has to be brackish, right? I don't brag about crab until you try Dungeness. Oh, I love Dungeness crabs, Victor. Actually, Dungeness are my go-to. We do not buy blue. We have more Dungeness crabs than I do blue crabs. I think we've had... Oh, she's looking at something on Facebook.
It's the thing where the things wiggle again on the grill.
We've had more Dungeness crabs this year than we've had blue crabs.
Every year.
Yeah, and she's right, every year. We prefer Dungeness over blue because, I mean, you're picking... You get a half a bushel of crabs, right? Half a bushel is like, I think, 2.5 or 3.5 dozen crabs or something. And that's a lot of daggone crabs to pick. And you're sitting and you're picking crabs and you're picking crabs and picking crabs and picking crabs. And that's like hours on end. You have some Dungeness. Look, you get 1 or 2 Dungeness clusters and you call it a day and you be like, oh, I'm good. With everything else, like for Mother's Day this year, I made a seafood boil and I bought a box of Dungeness crabs and I think I cooked the whole daggone box.
I don't know if we cooked the whole box that night, but yeah, it was a lot of them.
Yeah, I made a lot of them. Anyway, makes it really creamy and carries all the flavors together. All right. Say it's a 2-quart pot. Use a couple big heaping spoonfuls. Okay.
I might try it.
T-Rock says, I hate wet bread.
Why? Who likes wet bread? I'm confused.
I think he's just talking about stuff he don't like.
Okay.
It was out of left field, but we'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll allow it. I want wet bread either.
I don't know though, man, because like you could have a like a steak dip, and you dip it in a jus.
Well, you know what? That's true. Because when I go to Olive Garden, I dip the breadsticks
in the soup. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I gotta backtrack on that.
Yeah, I mean, she rips. If y'all can see what I see, she really was like in the chair, backtracking, sliding her feet on the floor. FCB says, evening all. It's just stuff and dressing is disgusting. Yep. Mustard and mayo and potato salad. I'll just stand over here. I think I'm more of a mustard fan in potato salad than I am a mayo fan, but
they both are.
I was about to say you need both, to be completely honest. You need both. I don't think I want all mayo. Mike says Philadelphia not far from Massachusetts. Yeah, from Massachusetts you're looking at like 4 hours. The way I drive, 3.5. I've done that run to Massachusetts quite a few times up to Cape Cod. The Gulf is the ocean. Oh, no, the Gulf is not. They'll ask when you cater, are you open to grilling food fresh on the spot as an upsell? Or, for example, if someone wants ribeye and there's a possible with you or not. So, Julian, I have done additional things like that in the past. I won't say I try to shy away from it, but the reason I try not to do things like that is because sometimes I don't know what the quality of the meat is. And if I can't control the quality of the meat, I don't know if it's frozen. I don't know if it's been seasoned properly or, it's been seasoned at all. I don't know if there's certain things that you just don't know about. So I don't want to try to cook something and then try to, give it to someone else and it turn out horribly. And now it's like, oh man, he messed up this because of something that was not something I could control. That being said, I have done that on occasion. I did this block party. I used to do this block party and I would cook there. And when I usually cook on site, I'm doing like quick stuff. Burgers, hot dogs is typically what I'm cooking on site. And one of the people who lives at that block party, actually, the lady who I did the event for, and she gave me way too much food, and there was like a mini tornado that touched down. I did a lessons learned on that cook. She brought out some steaks for me to cook one of the times I was there for her block party or their block party, and I cooked them for her because I could see like she brought the steaks out to me before they were seasoned and said, hey, if I go inside and season, if I season these, can you cook them? And I'm like, all right, well, can you show me the steaks? So she went inside, brought them, and I can't remember what cuts they were, but I mean, I cooked them for her. I just asked her how she wanted them, and that was pretty much it. And she seasoned them and brought them out to me, covered in foil and all of that stuff, and I put them right on the grill and cooked them up for her. So have I done it? Yes. Do I do it often? No. Golf is oily. How can you tell the difference, KC, between what? How much better? What about make your dressing with mixed bread and cornbread? All right. I prefer snow crab legs and Dungeness. Sorry. And she said sorry. And she's from Howard County. Well, all right. That's what's up. So we don't like snow crab legs. We prefer Dungeness. We'll do Dungeness or we'll do king crab legs. But king crab legs is just too daggone expensive.
Wait, is that the one that's spiky?
Uh-huh.
I like snow. It's fine. It has its place.
Yeah, like you go to like a buffet type thing. That's where you get the snow crabs. And usually snow crabs are acceptable when you go to a buffet because you kind of like pick the biggest 2 or 3. And then it's like, oh, all right, we'll get the next.
Sweet.
They are sweeter. Or they're sweet, but I think I still like Dungeness better than King. My bacon. That's just like my bacon, how your crabs. Yep. In Minnesota, seafood isn't that good. I need a good fish store. Drew, I'm sorry. Growing up on the East Coast, I won't say I never thought about it, but we have so much access to seafood. It's not even funny. And it's what'd you say?
No, I was about to say. Remember, we went up north, New England, Boston, somewhere, and it was even better.
Yeah.
Like, it was even better.
Yeah. We were in Natick, but we went to Boston and we went out to Worcester, but we stayed in Natick, and it was great. The seafood was fantastic up there. It's not stuffing. It depends on if it's in the bird, then it's stuffing. If it's not in the bird, then it's dressing. But I don't care for either. It doesn't matter. Hey, gonna have to watch the replay. Well, Papa Bear's Kitchen, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Mrs. Dash, make him try mashed potatoes with mayo mixed in. Well, Zach said she kind of said it under her breath. She said, but I'll give it a try. So he said basically like a 2-quart pan of mashed potatoes, mixing like 2 dollops of mayonnaise.
Is that in lieu of?
Lieu of like a milk or a sour, or not sour, like a sour cream or cream cheese or something like that? Red sauce and bummer. You drinking the sauce. Shiitake mushrooms, Wild Nature says, all right. Hey, yo, Dash, sup, my brother? Good evening, all. What's going on, Steven? Thank you so very much, man, for popping in. Hey, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. You get any more bookings? After having everything canceled this year, I picked up 3 much-needed bookings this month. So, I did that baby shower this past weekend, and that video was actually Sunday. I filmed it on Sunday, and the video that's going up tomorrow has been the bane of my existence for a month. I have been trying to edit this video for a month, and I just finally threw in the towel and just gave up. I had so much footage that I sped it up. And I'm sorry, usually I don't do that. Like I'll go through and I'll cut like the dead parts out. But I had such a horrible time with this. Fixing Vicky was what it was, and it just fought me tooth and nail. But I have another event on. I got booked for this event on November the 7th. Yeah, so, and that actually is an event I booked from the wedding that I did, the wedding reception that I did a few weeks ago. Smash the thumbs up. Kenny, you sir are the best. He said, this message cost me $4.99 to type. Well, I appreciate it, Kenny. Yeah, thank you. What's up, Jeff? He says, Ayo Dash. Early happy birthday to Tessa number 3. Scorpios rule. Blah, blah, blah. No problem, Julian. Thanks, Laura, for popping in. Living on the coast, seafood should be cheaper. Yeah, you would think, Jeff, but it's not, man. They charge an arm and a leg for all types of seafood. Man, I do like Dungeness as an alternative. Well, Casey, yeah. Instead of cream cheese or sour cream. All right, Zach, I'll let her know. I do like it up. Massachusetts cheap lobster. Yes, indeed. Lobster. Mango potatoes are awesome. All right, Jeff. We got 2. I'm trolling. Way too much time between chat and response. Drink faster. I'm sorry. You know what? So, Kenny, what ends up happening is I'm trying to answer everyone's comments, and if someone asks a good question, then it takes me 30 seconds to a minute sometimes to answer, and then that slows everything down. But I do typically catch up. That is just a better tasting. However, Snow and King are preferred in many restaurants because there's so much meat in those big legs and easy to break open. Yes. All right, Justin. Okay, perfect, dude. That's what's up. I'll have to try to remember it. It might take me a little while. You still do milk, but I usually don't. I do add butter. All right. Holy cow. Kenny is just Kenny, you been drinking? He just dropped me $20. He said you are amazing. Yellow crab is good too. He used to tear it up in South Florida. Is yellow crab the same as stone crab? Russell says, "What's up, Dash? Just getting in. I'm at work. So gotta do what I gotta do. That's what's up." Laura. Oh, someone said happy early birthday.
Thank you.
All right. She would come on camera, but she's got like a bonnet on her head. Guys, dude, Kenny, dude, you're amazing, man. Thank you so very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Kenny, you got any more random questions that you want to ask? I mean, you threw $25 in the pot. you have the floor, Kenny. William, how you doing this evening? And typically, Kenny, I do drink faster on these live streams, but tonight I'm just chilling. Like, there have been some nights where I have gotten completely obliterated, and I just didn't want that tonight. Well, I showed $26, so that's why I said about 25, because YouTube still has to take their cut. So Kenny, you dropped almost $30 here tonight. You have the floor. Yes. Henry, how are you? He just woke up here for a toilet visit. Well, hopefully everything comes out okay. Henry is the gentleman who checks in from Spain. And I'm very appreciative that he checks in. It's all right, Zach. It's all right. Up he is. Yes, indeed, he is up. Chilling after work, been getting out too late for y'all lately. Well, William, I appreciate you stopping by, definitely. But Kenny, I drink a lot on this live stream. All good, just here to support like you always did me. Dude, man, real talk, man. It's just, real recognize real, Kenny. That's what it is. I mean, seriously. You help me out, I help you out. I am stoked. I don't know if I send you the picture. I know I sent you pictures of the promo stickers, but I found a huge bumper sticker, Adrenaline Crew sticker, and I was like, where am I gonna put this? So it might go on the side of a toolbox in the garage, because I'm stoked on that one. I vividly remember having one of those stickers on the back of my Expedition before it blew a head gasket, and I had to sell it to CarMax. I'm about to go to bed myself, switch to working day shift. Well, Zach, thank you so very much. Roberto says, greetings from Santa Barbara, California. Thanks for posting barbecues. No problem. Thank you for watching, Roberto. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Guys, you guys are awesome. I really do have a good time hanging out with you guys. I got my big, huge Duke basketball sticker on my Duke blue toolbox. Nice. Yeah, man, my Adrenaline Crew, my buddy Kenny, is a professional stunt rider. And I've talked to you guys about my professional stunt rider friend. But he has grown up. He has grown up definitely in the 20 almost years that I've known him. Leaps and bounds. Kenny has grown up. Especially he has grown up within this last year, 18 months. He house, long-term girlfriend, a kid, another kid on the way. I'm proud of him. Seriously. Because me and Kenny used to party back in the day. For real. Oh my gosh. Henry says time this COVID-19 is coming through to an end. At least I have enough videos to keep me entertained when I can start working again. Well, thank you very much, Henry, man. I appreciate it. Kenny says it feels like a different life now that I have a new company and a family, but to get misty-eyed looking at I guess I get misty-eyed looking at old pics. Dude, me too, because I'm like, I remember that night. Dude, I remember, one of my first and most vivid memories of you, Kenny, is riding up 270 from Starbucks, heading to Hannum. Was it Hannum? what was it? Oh, Batley's. Headed to Batley's in the air park up 270. My man, he wheelied so much that he had a fog light on the bottom of the fairing, on the bottom of the fairings, pointing down to the ground, triggered by a mercury switch. So when he wheelied his motorcycle, he had light down on the ground so he could see where the hell he was going. Yo, on I-270, going from like DC, I-270 goes from DC to Frederick. We would leave from Rockville and we would ride the 15, 20 minutes north to Gaithersburg. And when I say seeing some of the stuff that he was doing in person for the first time, mind blowing. But the I will never ever forget the fog lights and the mercury switch on his bike. So when he got up on the highway and was doing the stand-ups on the highway, he had light and could see what was going on the ground. It was crazy. It was an advertisement, but still got that thumbs up a second time. Thank you very much, Steven. I appreciate it. Like, I mean, my man Kenny. Like I said, I know I've talked about Kenny and the stupid, we call them SSN, the stupid stuff nights that we would have, and we would go and I would watch. I was never bold enough. Like, I did teeny little 6 to 12 inch wheelies, like 18-inch wheelies was the best I probably ever did, and I darn near pooped myself trying to wheelie the bike like that, and I just that was just never my thing. I used to watch him and I would be, riding with him, but I preferred to go fast, or I learned how to go fast in the corners. Definitely. But anyway. Goodness. Steven, dude, I really do appreciate it. Say, bro, thank for the smoking tips. It helped me out a lot. Much respect. Well, thank you very much. Ice him. Is that, I know it says ice space M, but is it ice him or is it ice M? Which, or is it just ice? Or do you go by Mr. M? I don't know. Thank you so very much, man. I really do appreciate you hanging out. All right, so anybody else have any lasting tips or for sides? I know we kind of went off on a tangent. We definitely did talk about sides, which is good, which is much better than I usually do. But anybody else have anything else they want to add, or y'all just enough troubles here to keep my bike down? Old school V-twin with torque. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, Henry. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff on motorcycles, man. Like, seriously. There was one guy that we used to ride with. His name, we called him Big John. His name was John. So Big John used to wheelie his gold wing. Like, wheelie his gold wing. He could damn near wheelie anything. I've seen Harley's wheelie in person. And that gold wing, man, like, wow. What's the number one over-the-counter rub you'd recommend? Dingle. Some nonsense you read about. Probably. So Dingle, I probably would recommend, like, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to kind of depend on where you are, because where I am, I don't have the same access to a lot of the over-the-counter rubs that some of you guys have access to, and it's just regional things. So where do you live is a good question, and we can kind of help try to narrow it down. Oh, Laura says Glazed Carrots. We do carrots pretty regularly. I will baby carrots, brown sugar, butter. Yeah. Front wheel only left the ground on accident. Marcus said. Hasselback potatoes. All right, I've heard of those. I can't necessarily say I've had them. I just don't want to risk my pimp. XB12S. What is that? Now I'm for. I bought it new. Dingle, where in Maryland? See, and that's kind of the thing, man, because it depends on what you like. I could tell you something that I like, but it might not be something you like. I would tell you, here in Maryland, there are a lot of McCormick spices that are prevalent. I mean, you have, uh, what is it? The Montreal steak seasoning is a prevalent seasoning and spice that is easy and is accessible and that you can use for like your like I use Montreal steak seasoning a lot on my steaks, or I did. As of late, I've been doing a lot more salt, pepper, and garlic. Grandpa says I don't cater, but for the family, I like Sandra Lee, semi homemade. All right, yeah. What do you like? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to use a lot of the McCormick seasonings like back in the day because it was easy and it was accessible. But I've been doing a lot more of the salt, pepper, and garlic. And then because when I went to Texas earlier this year, I met Uncle Steve from Uncle Steve's Shake, and I use a lot of his seasonings as well. Uncle Steve's hooks me up and he sends me seasonings to try, and I've ordered some as well. But I really like his seasonings. So if you can't or haven't, don't know, Uncle Steve's website, oh gosh, dying here. Uncle Steve's website is unclestevesshake.com. And if you tell him Dash sent you, he'll hook you up. He'll send you a little bit more. He'll send you a little something. Let's put it that way. All-purpose rubs like ribs, butts, chicken, etc. That's the thing, man. I can't tell you what you have to. And this is one of those things, man, that your mileage may vary, and you're going to have to try different things because you have to find what you like. Unfortunately, I know better than to recommend a specific thing. I'm going to tell you that you need to try some stuff. Just go into Sam's or Costco or even a Giant and get a few different things to try. And my go-to thing to try new seasonings on is boneless, skinless chicken thighs because they're cheap, they cook quickly, and they're not very expensive. Wait, did I say that? They're cheap. But yeah, they take and they cook pretty quickly. Um, they take seasonings very well, and you can kind of use it as a barometer on if you might like something or won't like something. And you can also use a small amount of seasoning as opposed to like buying a big old 25-pound drum of something and not liking it. Did I do that? Yeah, Dingle, definitely. I like pumpkin. Okay. I was like, what is he trying to say? I'm like, is that a lost in translation thing? So Henry says, at the moment, I play with grilled and smoked pumpkin. I have been contemplating. I have a couple squash over in the. I have a basket in the island there in the middle of my kitchen, and we have some squash. And I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And I was debating trying to smoke it, but sometimes I found. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you, man. Steven posted the link to Uncle Steve's website, and like I said, when or if you place your order, if you tell him Dash sent you, he's got you. He'll take care of you. He said, um, "Thank you, Dingle, man. I appreciate that." Um, Yep, Laura says they're awesome shakes. Sup, vato loco? Nada, muchacho. ¿Qué pasa contigo? Gabriel. Ha, ha, ha. Weber has some great seasonings. So does Lowry's. Yes. So the Lowry seasonings are McCormick seasonings. I'm pretty sure Lowry's makes or McCormick's makes the Lowry seasonings. I won't say I don't use it as much, but I've been using a lot more, especially for my cooks, for myself, for at home. I've been using Uncle Steve shakes. 270 is still bumpy. Yes, it is, Mike. Actually, they repaved it not too long ago. Grumpus says, y'all try Uncle Steve shake, you won't be sorry. Laura says, love the sweet and spicier. Yes. Todd from That Incredible Barbecue says, Ayo. He says, Ayo. Yes, Steven, I definitely agree with Grumpus. I like Uncle Steve's shakes. I really, really like Uncle Steve's shakes. And, you know, I'm kind of disappointed. He sent me 2 little canisters of the competition pork powder, and I hadn't used it. And I've used it twice in 2 days. Twice in 3 days, actually. And oh my gosh, I really like it, and I'm down to my last little bit of the seasoning, so I'm gonna have to reach out to Uncle Steve and get some more of that. Then I actually saw he has a competition chicken powder as well, so we might have to hit him up for order. My lady birthday was the 18th, mine on the 19th, and my uncle the 20th of October. Well, that's what's up. You guys, hopefully and saw that mine was on the 14th, and my daughter's is on the 25th. So happy belated birthday, Gabriel. And happy birthday to your lady. And if you are anywhere near your uncle, tell him I said happy belated birthday too. Awesome. Yeah. Gator shake on fries is winning all day. I don't know, George. Lemon on fries though? Why are you trying to sneak past? Just walk. Taste test number 1. But the whole thing, come here. What you fail to realize, when you try to be quiet, you're not. If you just walk through here normally, you'd be more quiet. Taste test number 1. No problem, Gabriel. Maybe for supper tomorrow. Yes. I like the spicier, but you know what? I am a fan of the just the spicier period, not the sweet and spicier, just the spicier. I like that one a lot. My favorites are the thick meat, the spicier, and then Gator Shake on anything seafood, anything vegetables. But you know what, George? I think why I don't reach for the Gator Shake first on the fries is because I have some of that seasoning from Jay's Brappin' Barbecue. Jay sent me out some of his fry seasoning, and it is sweet, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and I was not expecting it to be sweet, but it is. Oh no. Oh boy, who's counting? It's an hour and 57 minutes in, and I did the Y word. I yawned. Eat the sweet one, boiled eggs. I love it. Yeah. Tune in to see that. Handing out fatherly advice. Thanks, Leagues. I appreciate you. Every now and again, the kids come through, and I'm like, message. I know. I need to get some more water. All right, guys, let's see here. Those of you guys who have stuck around and are here, you guys know that towards the end of the live streams, I try to give you the access to the video for tomorrow. So let's see here. Here we go. Alright, cow powder is going to use on my pepper steak. It was amazing. Alright. Hey, I watched the cook. Things hot up there. So buttermilk, it was great. Huh. Thumbs up. And always drinking homemade mead tonight. Alright, Meads, that's what's up. I use the sweet and spicy here with Gator on seafood. He said, effing fantastic. Yeah, I'm a spicy fan, so I like the spicier period. And the thick meat. The sweet and spicier, I just haven't found the right thing where I'm like, this is what this one was designed for. It was, it is great on chicken. for sure. The sweet and spicier. I don't know. I think either I want it to be sweeter or I want it to be spicier. Like it's a little middle of the road for me. But yeah. I mean, still works. Let's see. I would love to find gator for sale in Wisconsin. Yeah, man, we can't all be as lucky as Richard. Richard can just go to the Richard from Our New Barbecue. Excuse me. He said he can just go to the market and get. You guys are funny. Comment first on the video. Yes, I agree. Steven says thick meat is perfect on chicken wings. I tell you what, Steven, if you haven't, try to hit him up for the competition pig powder. I put that on some chicken wings. The chicken wings you saw on my Instagram last night were the competition pig powder. They were great. They were great. Put them on your boiled eggies. I sure will, Laura. I don't do hard-boiled eggs that often, like just to straight eat sometimes. But I will. All right. So, let's see. All right, guys. I think we are about done this evening. It has been 2 hours. Our seasonings good on popcorn. Yes, they're good on popcorn. All of those seasonings are great on popcorn. Did it on steak. It was great. That's what's up, Laura. I've used the thick meat a few times on different steaks, and yeah, you have a good recipe for potato salad. No, Gabriel, I do not. Hey, Mimi, thank you very much. Happy belated birthday, Dash. I'm so very appreciative of the belated birthday wish. Adam, what's going on, man? And yep, it's because of you I'm leaving. I'm leaving and going to bed. So. What are you saying?
I said 3 musketeers.
Yeah. No problem, KB. Thank you very much. Adam, I don't know. Have I missed an update from you on the latest fire pit you've been doing or the cooker, period? Great time as always. Y'all have a great evening, Marcus says. Laura, Grumpus. Good night, brother. Good night, Gabriel. Night, John boy. Lady Taters, have a great rest of the week. Stay safe and be good, people. Yes, indeed. You do the same, Stephen. Thank you very much again, as always, for your support and for checking in. Nope, gonna do one this week. All right. I gotta check on you, but I'm glad to hear you're still out there churning them out. Late but made it to say hi. Well, Meegs, definitely appreciate you doing that. Well, time for me to get to bed. Tell number 3 happy birthday. Good night. Oh, I sure will. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate you. Also, bald with a beard. Well, bald and bearded is in right now. It definitely is in. So, yeah. I knew I liked you for a reason, Gabriel. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. Here, I will leave you with the video for tomorrow one more again so you can have early access to it. I tell you guys, the other way to get early access or gain early access to the videos is if you become a patron. For as little as $3 a month, you can become a patron and you can have early access to the videos. I usually put up the videos 12 to 18 hours ahead of when I put them up for everyone to see. Speaking of videos, the video went up yesterday, and then I don't know how or why, but it got unlisted, and then I had to make it go live again this morning. So if you got notified of it this morning, that's why. And unfortunately, what's probably going to end up happening is because that video went up today, and this live stream is going up today, and then the video is going up tomorrow morning. Hopefully, it doesn't actually hurt and or hinder things. But we shall kind of see what happens. Yes, Meeks, the best guys are bald with beards. Then there was just beard size, chicken strips, bacon strips, etc. Not really beer sides. Can't say that I've done much with beer sides. Y'all have a great evening. Can't shake this polka tune in my head. Later. Grumpus has got to pee. Ball with a small beard here. All right, well, we won't hold it against you. Gosh. I think we're gonna, Grumpus. Thank you, sir. You just we're gonna ride that wave. Good night, guys. Thank you so very much again, as always, for hanging out. I greatly appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. And don't forget, check out the video tomorrow.